Welcome to this guided meditation for becoming more playful. My name is Anne Alkangas, and I invite you to join with me as I guide you to relax your mind and then to use visualization, meditation, and guided imagery to get in touch with your inner playfulness. So let's begin by getting comfortable. You may want to place your hands on your lap or at your sides. Gently close your eyes and allow your breathing to just relax. Begin with your attention directed outward, noticing the sounds around you. Concentrate on all the things you can hear. Gradually turn your attention inward now, turning your attention away from your surroundings, in towards yourself. Focus on your physical self, noticing how you are feeling, observing. Focus even more intently now. Focus on your breathing. Observe your breaths without trying to change anything. Bring your attention deeply inward, all the way to your heart center, to the core of your body. And now notice how your stomach moves in and out with each breath you take. Feel the movement of the core of your body, ever so slightly moving with each breath. Focus completely on your core. Notice how smooth, calm, and regular your breathing is. Allow the tension to leave your body, relaxing your muscles so you can rest calmly, becoming even more relaxed now. Now that you are starting to become more relaxed, let's focus on becoming more playful. You have the ability to be playful. Playfulness is a trait that you have within you. Though playfulness may have been pushed aside as you have strived to be more serious, but that playfulness does exist within you. The ability to be playful is important because it allows you to experience fun and joy. Becoming more playful also allows you to respond to challenges with humor and lightheartedness instead of always being serious or becoming defensive. It is important to have a balance between being serious and being playful. And it is easy for you, through this exercise, to use both of these qualities to handle situations effectively. As you become more playful, even if you've never been very playful before, or if you used to be playful but have lost touch with this quality, know that it is possible. So bring your focus to this possibility of playfulness. Think about a time when you were playful. Was it when you were a child? Or as an adolescent? As an adult? Maybe you cannot recall a time when you were playful. That's okay. You still have a playful inner child, and you can nurture it. So I invite you to use your imagination and create a mental picture of yourself when you were playful, or think about a positive memory of yourself. Imagine your playful self, creating all the details you can in your mind. What does it look like? How are you behaving? What is it like to be playful? See yourself as this playful child, imagining all the details. Now I invite you to use your imagination to create a picture of ideal playfulness. So create an imaginary child who is very playful and very joyful. You can picture this playful inner child however you want to see them in your mind. This playful child is happy and joyful, giggly, ideally playful, an ideal image of playfulness that would exist if there was nothing that could get in the way of being playful. This child you are imagining has always been inside you and still exists inside you right now. That's why you were able to imagine it. You can get in touch with this child and allow the child to express. Think about the things you have planned for tomorrow. Maybe you will be at home, at work, or somewhere else. Think about the places that you plan to be and the things that you will do tomorrow. Now imagine that instead of being serious all day tomorrow, you allowed your inner child to come out and play. Imagine becoming more playful. Imagine what this would be like, starting at the beginning of your day. Imagine yourself going about the routines and activities of the first part of your day with playfulness. Picture the way you would behave, the things you would do, how you would feel. Imagine what it would be like to be playful. Now imagine the middle of your day. Imagine becoming more playful. Think about the things you would be doing and see yourself completing these activities while in touch with your playful self. How would you handle challenges? How would you respond to stress? What would you do differently from what you usually do? How would you feel? Think about the latter part of your day and see yourself going about your day in a more playful way. Imagine how your day would go. Imagine becoming more playful. What is it like to imagine yourself going about your day tomorrow in a more playful way? How does it feel when you picture yourself being playful? Now I invite you to focus on these following affirmations for becoming more playful. Think about each affirmation and repeat each phrase in your mind if you choose. Imagine that each phrase is true for you in this moment. So let's begin. I am a playful person. It's okay to be playful. I can be serious at times and playful at times. I am playful. I behave in a light-hearted and playful way. I am playful when confronted or when dealing with stress. Now that you have completed the affirmations, return again to your visualization of your playful inner self. Imagine the things that you have held yourself back from, the things that your playful self would do, the things that you will do when you allow yourself to be more playful. Think about the playful things you would like to do. Imagine now your present self, and imagine this person being fully in touch with your playful inner self. Imagine becoming more playful. Think about a situation that is difficult or stressful. Perhaps a time when you are confronted by someone else. Imagine how you will handle this situation in a playful way, non-defensive, not needing to be completely serious. Imagine how the scenario would go if you respond in a playful way. Now take a few moments to just relax, simply absorbing the ideas you have been focusing on, seeing yourself in new light as a playful person. Now this relaxation exercise is complete. So gradually reawaken your mind and body by returning your attention from inward to outward. Start by focusing on your breathing. Notice each breath. Feel your breaths moving in and out of your body. Now focus on how you are feeling. Just scanning your body and notice how your body feels. Bring your attention to the environment outside of yourself. Feeling your clothing against your body. Hearing the sounds around you. Becoming aware of the chair that you are sitting in. Becoming aware of the room that you are in. And as you gently open your eyes, feeling better than before, sit quietly for a few moments and become more aware of your surroundings. And join with me in affirming, and so it is.
Anything is possible when you believe. Anything is possible when you believe. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. Faith can make a mountain move when you believe. Don't you know that you can change your life when you believe? Don't you know that you can change your life when you believe in yourself? In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. You're gonna make a miracle when you believe. You're gonna make a miracle. You know you're gonna make a miracle when you believe. You're gonna make a miracle. Everything you want, you got. When you believe, you want it, you got. You know everything you want, you got. When you believe, you want it, you got it. In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. In yourself. I believe in me. So I believe in you. We believe in each other. There ain't nothing we can't do. Nah, nah, nah. All right. I believe in me. I believe, oh, I believe in you. Hey, we believe in each other. There ain't nothing we can't do. I believe in me. So I believe in you. We believe in each other. There ain't nothing we can't do. Na, 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 na. So I believe in you. Believe in each other. There ain't nothing we can't do.
I'm believing in me, cause I'm believing in you. Smile on my face, catch my set, the mood, the rest is true. Accepting you for the things in life you do. Pick and choose in the game to win, I lose. Only traveling the one way, that's up. People always say to me, give up. I never had enough in the belief where I can feel all the people feeling me. What I gotta say, what I gotta pray. Believing in living this life every single way. Got a bunch of game, but it's not a sweepstakes. Got a bunch of love versus money in the bank. Anything is possible when obstacle jump the highest obstacle. Unexpected audible or foxtrot, hopscotch. Place your feet in the right spot. Thoughts under game like a belief in me. Just continue to rock.
I believe in me. I believe. So I believe in you.
Here it comes again, that feeling of not enough. I see you struggle, I feel your pain. How can I convince you that you are a radiant child of God? You are worthy, deserving, loving and caring, a shining light of love. If only you could see yourself as other people do. you would see the light of love that shines to everyone. You would understand the reason why people care for you. You would see that. You would know that you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You look in the mirror and all you do is criticize. But take another look and see the soul that's in your eyes. You have everything you need, it's all inside of you. Step into your power, open your heart, let your love shine through. And if only you could see yourself as other people do, you would see the light of love that shines to everyone. You would understand the reason why people care for you. You would see that. You would know that you are loved. You are loved. Love. If only you could see yourself as other people do, you would see the light of love that shines to everyone. You would understand the reason why people care for you. And you would see that. You would know that you are loved. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. So loved. If only you could see yourself. If only you could see yourself. If only you could see yourself. You'd see love. If only you could see yourself. You'd see love. You are loved. You are loved. You're so nice. You are loved. You are loved. You'd see love. You are loved. You are.
I don't care what's on TV about the state of the economy. I don't believe most of what I see. I know what I know to be. God is so good all the time. God is so good all the time. God is so good, so good, so good all the time, all the time. I'm walking by faith and not by sight. Cause what seems wrong today, tomorrow might seem right. All is well and it's all good and unfolding as it should. Cause God is so good all the time. God is so good all the time. God is so good, so good, so good, all the time. All the time. Well, God is so good. Through the highs and the lows. So good. Through the troubles and the woes. So good. Through the peaks and the valleys. So I can feel the spirit inside me. So good. So I want to testify all the time. Tell you God is so good. Through my darkness, God is so good. I call on the mighty God is so good to carry me through. If you believe it's true, God is so good, so good, so good, all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. Through my highs and lows, all the time. Through my ups and downs, all the time. There's one thing that never changes. Is the grace of God. It's so good, so good, so good, so good, all the time, all the time. My God is so good, all the time, so good, all the time, all the time. God is so good. It sounds so good all the time. Well, all God is so good, so good, so good all the time.
I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. And every time I forget that so, the universe will show it. There seems to be a plan that works, and there's no way I can blow it. 'Cause I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. How does the mighty oak tree face the changes autumn brings? Well, he doesn't worry if he'll grow new leaves when it is spring. Let me be that trusting. Let me let go and know the buds are on their way, though I'm naked in the snow. 'Cause I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. And every time I forget that so, the universe will show it. There seems to be a plan that works, and there's no way I can blow it. 'Cause I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. How does the tiny robin feel when she finally leaves the nest? Well, she takes a giant leap of faith and lets nature do the rest. Let me be that faithful. Let me dare to fly. Though my wings are frail, I will not fail. And there's a simple reason why. 'Cause I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. And every time I forget that so, the universe will show it. There seems to be a plan that works, and there's no way I can blow it. 'Cause I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. There's a power in the universe greater than just me, and it works a million miracles when I let it be. 'Cause I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. And every time I forget that so, the universe will show it. There seems to be a plan that works, and there's no way I can blow it. 'Cause I always know what I need to know when I need to know it. I always know what I need to know when I need to know it.
Morning, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to Unity. My name is Deborah Castle, and I'm the presider today. Ta-da! And you know what? I did that because of Reverend Randy. He said, I'm supposed to do a song and dance, and that's as best as you're going to get. It's my pleasure to be your presider. And let's begin by singing some songs from our amazing Emilio.
Thank you. All right. And here we go. So our first song, if you didn't hear me the first time, is Say Yes to a World with a Little More Love by Patricia Bahia. Everybody's got a little something that you can bring. It's a puzzle, put it all together. Need every neat piece to make it complete, yeah. Every note to make a symphony. All the voices singing harmony. All the colors of the rainbow shining. Everyone. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes to a world with a little more love, a little more love, whoa. Never feel you're insignificant, like a tiny little grain of sand. What you do, what you say makes a difference. Go ahead and reach out your hand, open the door, say hello. A stranger today, you might get to know them. Little something that just keeps on growing. Change your life without even knowing. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. A little more love. Oh. This America comes from your ranch. To your resource orientation. Everyone has got the same motivation. Love is love, same situation. Give love and help one another. In this world, there's only each other. One blood, human race. Yeah. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. To a world with a little more love. A little more love, whoa. Everyone, say yes to a world with a little more love. Say yes to a world with a little more love. All right, I made it through that song. Yay! Okay, that's a good sign. Now we're going to do a song that I love. It's called The World That Works for Everyone by Eddie Watkins Jr. We are creating a world that works for everyone. Yes, we're amazing, and we've just begun to feel the power and freedom to be who we came here to be, as we discover each other and celebrate humanity. We are creating a world that works for everyone. Yes, times are changing. It's all a revolution as we are walking together love is leading the way through the fields of compassion to a world that works for everyone. To a world that works for everyone. As we are walking together, love is leading the way through the fields of compassion to a world that works for everyone. To a world that works for everyone. One moment, please. Have a little froggy. Gotta be real. All right, so now We Are the Ones by Karen Drucker. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones. We are the ones. We are. I've been feeling like I can't make a difference. Been feeling like there ain't no use. Feeling tired and a little unconscious. Coming up with every kind of excuse. Till I realize it's not all up to me. When we join together, we shape our destiny. To see a world where we are living as one. It can be, it shall be, it will be done. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are. Yes, we are the ones. We are. No one else gonna make the changes. No savior gonna drop from the sky. Nothing left to do but to wake up. Cause it's really up to you and I to take it one step at a time. Stand together with your hand in mine. Till we will see the world that we've been dreaming about. We need it now, the time is now, there is no doubt. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the ones who will make a difference. We are the ones who will change the world. We are the ones, we are. We are the ones, we are. I am the one that I've been waiting I am the one who will make that difference. I am the one who will change the world. I am the one. I am. I am the one. I am. We are the ones. We are. You are the ones. You are. We are the ones. We are. Yes, we are the ones. We are. We are the ones. We are.
And join with me in consciousness for this opening intention. Knowing there is only one divine essence that permeates all things seen and unseen. And it is being me right here, right now. For it is love, compassion, creativity, beauty, all flowing through me as me. And I know that I create my life through my deep-held feelings, thoughts, and beliefs. So today I choose to feel loving, compassionate, beautiful, glorious. And as I do, Spirit says yes. Let me give you more of that. So with a grateful heart, I let go and I let it be so. Please join with me in affirming, and so it is.
Okay, and this week's inspiration, there is only one thing that I ask of you, and that is that you will believe absolutely that this thing works. If you do not believe it works, it will not work, because everything is belief. Everything is mind, and all operation is thought. And there is not a law in the universe that is not the power of the mind in action. And there never was, and there never will be. Anything you ever saw or ever see is simply the result of the mind in action. You have a body, and you have what we call a physical environment, and you would have neither if it were not for your mind. When mind desires your body to disappear, your body will disappear. I'm thinking that too. What the re-embodiment will be, nobody does know. If we can learn to live today and get a lot out of life and have as much fun as I have had today and be as prosperous as we all ought to be and will be well, you should not worry what is going to happen tomorrow. Ernest Holmes, Love and Loss, 2004, page 21. That was interesting.
That's okay. Hi, Gracie. And now we're singing One Power by Daniel Nemo.
We haven't had this one for a while. It's nice.
One power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, yet you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baola, angel's wings or heaven's door. Well, whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, oh, one power. We speak so many languages, have different clothing, different colors, different names. But different is only dangerous when we forget that in our hearts we're all the same. And we'll remember when we close our eyes to see that such distances were never meant to be. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem, or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth or Father Time. Well, whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, oh, one power, one power. One power, one power, one power. It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunshine on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon for its love that's most deep. It's one power, one power. What we are is one power. It's the power of the love that lives forever in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power.
I'm complete. Are you? So all this month, we've been looking at the theme of what if? What if we actually live in this beautiful, loving energy that is always saying yes to everything that is good for us? So today I'd like to look at live as if it works, or AKA be a possibilitarian. Say that one fast. I had to practice. So even though fear may arise, life responds to what I consistently believe and quietly live. And I say the term quietly live because sometimes we give lip service to things, but what's really going on inside is that quietly how we're living and being. And that's what spirit, life, the energy of the creator is responding to. So do you understand that the mind you live From, yes. I already went to a new thought, so sorry. Let's start again. Do you understand that the mind you live from shapes the life you experience? And something that I'd like you to think about is, we were taught when we were kids, perhaps not everybody, but some, that you pray to God. And as I did this studying and became a minister and then became a minister again, because I did it twice, you pray from God as God is the actual real way to pray if you truly believe that you're one with this energy. And so how would that change your prayer if you're praying as or from it? Change it a lot, wouldn't it? I want you to think about that this week. So I'd like to look at belief, fear, and act as if. So belief isn't passive. It's actually a creative power. And you may not have realized that up until today, or maybe when you started on this spiritual journey. It's more than hope. It works to the degree that you believe that it does. And that was in that quote today that you were reading about if you believe it works, it does. If you don't believe it works, it doesn't. It still does, but not to the same degree. I mean, that's like saying gravity works whether you believe it or not. And it does. You can't say, well, I don't believe it, and then drop something and think it's good to levitate. And God is the same way, or spirit, or whatever you want to call it, is the same way. And it's confronting, because you may think that you're just reacting to life. You're actually participating in shaping it. Absolutely every thought, feeling, and reaction that you have that is consistent and all of the time, or at least most of the time, shapes what comes tomorrow. So what have you been being? Hopeful? Excited? Fearful? Small? Now we're watching this play out globally. This consciousness, this beingness of, in a lot of places right now, fear. And with good reason. But what can you do to shift that just a little bit so that you feel that you have some sense of control? And really, that's the question here. So when markets fluctuate, when inflation headlines rise, when people brace for economic uncertainty, notice what happens next. Spending tightens, fear increases, conversations shift to what if it gets worse? And often it does. And that's not a fun place to be, and yet that is where a lot of the world is right now. So not because fear is bad, but because collective belief becomes collective experience. So how can we as individuals, collectively, even in this small group, change that, shift that into something that is more than hopeful, but expectant of something good? That what if. So here's a story. There was a small cafe owner during the pandemic who made a different decision. And I was actually speaking to someone this week. She has a restaurant in Ancaster called India Village. And I said, I'm so glad that you survived the pandemic. And she said it was really quite a dance to find a way to survive and to maintain the good employees and the level of fresh ingredients and everything that was required for their type of restaurant. And the same with this particular cafe. While others were saying, we're going to lose everything, she said, people still need connection. I'm going to become a place of encouragement. And in saying that, ideas came to her on how she might do that. She started writing handwritten notes on every takeout bag. She added pay it forward coffees. Her business didn't just survive, it actually grew during the pandemic. It was the same external world, but a different belief and a different result. And so I don't have your answer for how you need to be or can be during this time, but the answer is within you. And if you ask yourself in a quiet moment, how can I be in the midst of all of this? That answer will come. and it'll be perfect for you and those that you come in contact with. Belief is not denial of circumstances. And that's not what we're talking about there, looking the other way or putting blinders on. Belief is the lens through which life organizes itself around you. You attract to you everything that you are believing, everything that you're being. So fear is, and I like this, fear is over responsibility disguised as control. Neither one really helpful. Ernest Holmes says, you take absolutely too much responsibility upon yourself. It amounts to fear. And we do that, don't we? I mean, I want to control everybody, but the only one I can control is me, unless you agree to be controlled. And most of us aren't very happy with that idea. Many of us think if I worry enough, plan enough, manage enough, I'll be safe. Sometimes. But look at what's happening right now in the world. Constant negative news, CNN. Global conflicts being streamed in real time. Political division. People are carrying the emotional weight of the entire planet in their nervous systems. And that's got to reflect in the healthcare system. I'm sure that it does. And it's not wisdom, it's actually overload. So if you've been feeling stressed and heavy, it's because you're tapping into this collective vibration. And you can change that for you. And as you change that, you change it for those that you come in contact with. So when you watch war coverage or humanitarian crises, there's often a sense of I should be doing something, but I can't. That gap becomes anxiety. And that's natural. That's human nature. You're trying to carry something that was never yours to carry alone. Now, you notice I didn't say it was never yours to carry, but not alone. So what is it that you can do in your sphere of influence to change that? And sometimes it's to be a positive influence, to be a ray of sunshine, to be a hand that says, how can I support you? And let the other decide what that looks like. A woman shared that she stopped checking the news first thing in the morning because it was so bad. Instead, she began to meditate and said, today I contribute peace wherever I am. That's a pretty good idea. Nothing in the world changed overnight for her. Her patience improved, though, and a sense of relaxation occurred in her body. I'm sure she was much healthier as well without that tension. Awareness of personal responsibility and possibility returned. Because there is something about going down that rabbit hole. It gets pretty dark and tight in that place. And to come up and out of it and into the light of the possibilities makes a difference. So she stopped trying to hold the whole world. Have you been trying to hold the whole world? Maybe not even realizing that you are. And start influencing the part that she actually touches. So where might you start? Where can you be a positive influence, or a calming influence, or a peaceful influence, or a prosperous influence? You're not here to control the world. I know you'd like to think you are. Just here to tell you you're not. You're here to influence the field through your state of being. And when I say the field, I mean the energetic soup that we live in. You know, someone once said that a butterfly flapping its wings actually eventually goes around the world. Well, it must, because how can it not? So act as if quietly, consistently, and without needing approval. And why I say that is I remember hearing a story about, it was actually just a little story, when I was saying I'm really afraid to share what I'm going through right now because it still feels really tender. It still feels really private. And yet I know that I should face up to the fact that I'm doing this, but I'm not really ready because it just feels too tender. And my mentor at the time said, think of it like a little oak tree that is just popped through the ground. That's where you are right now. But the possibility of who you are is that big oak tree that is strong, that is tall, that has great roots. And when you're there, you can stand in that truth and say it to everyone, and you're not going to be blown over. But when you're that little one with the possibilities, then it's natural to feel tender. And so if you've got something that's going on right now and you're thinking, well, I really would like to share this, but I think that other people's opinions or the way they look at me may change my direction and I don't want it to be changed, then keep it to yourself until you feel strong about it, whatever it might be. So Ernest Holmes says, go right at it as though you had always known it and say nothing to anybody. And that's the thing, to have that personal attitude that, I had this idea, it came from somewhere beyond me, because if I had known this before, I would have done it before. So it came to me. Now I'm going to move forward as though it's a done deal and that the doors are going to open in the places that they need to for me and where I'm going. Act as if. And that's not a phony act as if. That's a recognizing that you live, breathe, and have your being within this divine energy that has given you that desire, that idea, that momentum forward, and to say, okay, well, if I was given this, then it must include everything that's required, just like that little oak tree, to be the big oak tree eventually. So this is about embodiment without performance, without necessarily having anyone else know. And sometimes it's kind of exciting to share with someone, but have you ever shared something and you didn't get the response that you had hoped? Like, it's a bummer. So it's better to stay quiet until you can say, and it doesn't matter what anybody says. You can say, oh, phooey on you. Not announcing your vision, not seeking validation, not explaining your process, just living it. So what you speak about repeatedly without embodiment releases energy instead of focusing it. So that's the other side of it, is that we dilute it by talking about it, because it goes out there and those opinions from others, even if they don't say it, dilute it. So the practice is not silence for its own sake. It is intentional containment of creative energy. We talked about how much can you hold in this amount of space. And if you do this, you can hold even more. And that silence allows you to hold even more until it's ready to burst forth and be whatever it is that it's calling to be. So the spiritual practice is to contain it, to direct it, and then eventually it demonstrates. So containment is, I hold the seed. Have you had a seed pop up in your mind, an idea? Something that you thought, I don't know if I'm quite ready, but it sure feels good. What idea of acting as if could you have right now? I know I have a few, and I'm not sharing them with you yet. So before anything becomes form, it exists as an idea in your mind. And it actually existed in the mind, which is the collective soup that we're in, and then it is in me. And it may not be in you because it's not your idea. It's for me. And you have something else that's your idea that isn't for me. I may enjoy it later, but I won't know about it until it demonstrates. So when you talk about it too soon, you're seeking feedback in a way, aren't you? You're inviting doubt, for sure. You diffuse your conviction depending on the response that you get. So instead, treat the idea like a seed in the soil. You know, you've heard that if you plant the seed, stop digging it up to see if anything's happening. So practice. When a desire or insight comes, just pause. Maybe it was a little scary. Maybe it was exciting. Maybe it was funny. Place your attention in your heart center, your creative field, and say, this is already forming in me. And it came to me because it's mine. You're not hiding it, but you're incubating it. So the next step direction, I move energy into form. Energy follows attention, but it stabilizes through action. So talking feels like progress, but it often replaces it. And so that's that dance of being okay in between the question marks of not sure what's happening here, but trusting the process. So for every time you feel the urge to talk about your goal, that little oak tree, take one concrete step instead towards it rather than sharing it. Now, I'm not saying never share it, but if it's still tender, just take a step towards that. You know, I think about my fitness goal and trying to get back to swimming. And I was swimming 5 days a week 2 years ago. And then I just stopped because of things that occurred. And now I managed to have gotten out once the first week, twice the second week, three times the third week. And I may go only once next week. I don't know. But what I said to myself afterwards was, but you did it today. Maybe you didn't do it 5 days this week, but you did it today. And I asked myself, how do you feel because you did it? And I allow that internal feeling to be what drives me, not the shooting on myself for the times I didn't, but the happiness and peace that I felt because I did. So what have you got going on that you might look at it that way? So here's an example. Instead of telling someone about your new project, spend 20 minutes building it. Instead of explaining your healing journey, sorry, I just did that, sit 5 minutes of stillness and just embody it. You're training yourself. Expression happens through living, not through announcing. I don't know if you can think of anybody in your life where they're constantly telling you about the things that they're up to, but nothing ever really seems to come of it. There's a lot of energy around just, look at me, this is what I'm doing. And yet there's nothing behind it because perhaps that next step is too scary or something. So demonstration, I let results speak. And those results of whatever it is that you're working on are going to be very different, I think, from what you expected, especially if you're really open to spirit, because spirit is much bigger and grander and more amazing if you allow it to be than your little expectation of it. So when something is real in consciousness, it shows up in experience. Are you ready to be wowed by what spirit is bringing you? Practice. So let your life reveal your work. Wouldn't it be nice if someone just said, wow, it seems like all of a sudden, da-da-da. Little did they know that for the last 5 years you were working on it. Yeah, it happened overnight. Share after there's substance, not before. This builds not only inner authority, but this energetic coherence with that idea. Trust in the law. Trust in this beautiful, loving energy that you're living in, that it will support you and show you the way and give you everything that you require to have that happen in the best way for you. So the spiritual principle involved the law of mind in action, or creative law. So do you understand that, the law of mind in action? thought infused with belief and feeling becomes form. So what have you been thinking lately? Because you're experiencing some of it today already. And you'll experience even more of it if you keep thinking it. So here's the deeper layer. Scattered thoughts, scattered results. Focused thought and aligned action is manifestation. So if you say to me, well, I've had these great ideas, but then nothing seems to happen. Were you scattered? Did you say, oh, well, I give up? Did you change your mind and then start again? That's like digging up that seed in the field and saying, how come there's no plant here? I planted this seed. So when you overtalk, you split the energy of thought, you weaken emotional conviction, and you interrupt the creative process. So maybe we won't have anything to talk about over coffee later, but we can smile at each other and say, I've got some really good stuff happening. So when you contain and direct, thought becomes concentrated, feeling deepens, the law has something clear to act on. And that's all I'm saying, is if you've been frustrated by things not unfolding the way that you would like to, somehow you've been getting in your own way. And maybe it's because you've been dissipating that energy, or maybe it's you're not trusting the process. Sometimes things take time, but what it mainly takes is you being truly committed to the process and trusting that it's unfolding and that it's going to show up in a way that's going to wow you rather than just the limited expectation that you have. So what's really happening? You're shifting from performing intention to embodying intention. Instead of just talking about it, you're living it. Seeking validation to trusting inner knowing. And talking about change to being the change. And I know there's a role for that first part, the performing and the validation and the talking about it. That's almost as though we need to say it out loud or whatever to see if it feels good. But if that's where you're going to stay, then it's not going to happen for you the way that you would like. Not as quickly anyway. So here's a daily practice. Place your attention in your heart. Identify one thing that you're becoming. What might that be? Say silently, I direct my energy into living this today. And then take one action before speaking about it. Shall we do that? Just close your eyes for a minute. And place your attention on your heart. And identify one idea that is part of you becoming. What is that? And say to yourself, I direct my energy into living this idea today. And then ask yourself, what is one action that I can take before I speak about it? And bring your attention back to the room. Life responds to what you speak, but it transforms through what you live. So have you been arguing for your limitations? And have you been needing anyone to agree with you? Oh, it's so nice when someone agrees. Your demonstration does not require an audience. Believe it works. Stop carrying what isn't yours and live it without needing permission. Don't worry what's going to happen tomorrow, because when you are aligned today, tomorrow is already being shaped. Even though fear may arise, life responds to what I consistently believe and quietly live. Want to say that with me? Even though fear may arise, life responds to what I consistently believe and quietly live. So we understand that the mind we live from shapes the life we experience. So we looked at belief, fear, and acting as if. So what came up? Would you like to share something that came up for you, Deborah?
Intentional containment of creative energy.
Good one.
but what I will share with you, and this just occurred to me, as my daughter. So you know how there's like the rabbit hole that you can go down. She calls it the ask hole. So, and you have to be really careful about saying it. But the idea is that you're constantly asking people what do they think instead of listening to the voice inside
I
of
love
you.
it.
And I thought every time she says, "Mom, don't go down the ask hole." Anybody else have any other ideas?
Well, yes, this is interesting. You know, I start taking notes at the beginning, and by the time I'm done, I've got like 3 pages of notes, and I've got to choose one thing. And so, well, let me think now. Let's see.
We have
The one
time.
that I'm always when you talk, I'm always reminded of outside things, and the whole thing about don't just talk about it, do it. It reminds me of that song from My Fair Lady when her would-be boyfriend is dancing around the house outside and singing songs of love, and she comes out and says, "Words, words, words, words. Stop talking and show me." It's just I love that. And the other one is the Nike motto: "Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
Stop talking about it. Just do it. Just get out there and exercise with your Nike shoes on, of course."
Yeah.
And so it's interesting what's happened. Things I really believe in my heart, and I don't know how it got there, but I believe the universe is 100% here to support me in whatever I want or need. And it is always funny things happen. I decided I needed a new phone. I had an S10, and my grandkids were laughing. "Grandma, it's the S26 has now come out, it's time you got a new phone." And I'm thinking, yeah, because my battery doesn't work. Anyway, so I came home from Calgary, and I thought, okay, I'm going to order one from Amazon. And so they had one that I wanted, but it didn't feel right. But I thought, I'm going to find it. The universe will find it for me. So I ordered the new cover and the new glass shield for it. That came. And then on Thursday, I usually play bridge in the afternoon. And I went over there, and lo and behold, the parking lot was empty. Nobody was there. And I thought, oh, it's the end of the session, and there's a gap before it starts again. I thought, okay, God, what'll we do now? And the thought came, go to the mall. So I said, okay, I have to go walk around because it was nasty outside. Went to the mall, went in, and right in the entrance, there was a store, mobile clinic. And I went and I said, "Do you have any S24s new, new?" And he says, "Well, we'll order you one." And I got it yesterday. So that was where I was supposed to go. Anyway, it's just how things work. Things show up.
Exactly.
Who else?
Anyone else? Anybody online is anything to say?
Well, yeah, one person. Celia said that she loves Deborah's new word. It's her new word for the day. And then Verna says, "Happy birthday to Reverend Pat from all of us at York Region."
Okay. Anyone else? Yes, Diane has something. Sure.
I've been pondering, trying to sell this trailer I have. I sold it. I kept it to myself. And because I didn't run it by my daughter, who said, "If you sell that trailer, I'll hate you forever." But didn't show up for the last 2 years. And when she showed up with her little suitcase and did nothing. So the trailer went to a wonderful family, wrote me a beautiful letter introducing themselves and how much they loved my trailer and how well they saw it was taken care of, and they were looking forward to making it their new home. So it went to the right people. Everything came together. just before a time where I had to put out another $3,000 for park fees. It was perfect, but I kept it to myself. I shared it with Rev Ann, but I knew my daughter would resist. So I waited and I waited. And finally I said, and she said, "What?" And I said, "Well, it's done." She is, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, I got to go now."
Thank you. Okay.
I don't know if it's in the same category. I was kind of worried about a few money things this year. And I put it into prayer, and these things I had to get a glass. I didn't have to pay for them. And the biggest miracle I got this week, I thought I owed the government about $900 in income tax. So I went through a bunch of rigmarole, and she called, and I'm going, waiting for the total and all that stuff. She said, "Oh, by the way, you're getting a small refund." I have no idea how, but I would put it into prayer. So
Yay!
yeah, exactly. Yeah, thanks.
Excellent. And we can continue this conversation for those of you that are online via Zoom, and the link is in the description box below. So please join at 11:30. There'll be a group from York Region that'll be discussing more about this.
Everyone, with your comments. Thank you for giving. Your generosity is possible for us to provide these services for every week, and you do make a difference. And if you could say with me the conscious giving: divine love through me blesses and multiplies all I give and all I receive. So it is. And it's the first
Yes,
Sunday.
we're going to sing
Woo,
happy birthday. To Reverend
I
Pat.
know.
It's a surprise. One.
I'll sing again next week.
On the count of three, please join me in singing happy birthday to Reverend Pat. For today's her birthday, and to everyone born in the month of March. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pat. And everyone born in the month of March, happy birthday to you. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you now. God is blessing you. You are wonderful. God is blessing you now. Woo. All right, so our last song for the day is Room at the Table by Carrie Newcomer. Let our hearts not be hard to those living on the margins. There is room at the table for everyone. This is where it all begins. This is how we gather in. There is room at the table for everyone. Too long we have wandered, burdened and undone. There is room at the table for everyone. Let us sing the new world. This is how it all begins. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room for us all, and no gift is too small. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come and pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, there is room at the table for everyone. Here and now we can be the beloved community. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room for us all, and no gift is too small. table for everyone. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, there is room at the table for everyone. Here and now we can be the beloved community. There is room at the table for everyone. For everyone. For everyone.
So thank you, everyone. Thank you for those of you online that are watching either today or at another time. Remember, I love you. And have a great week. See you next week.